To get a hands-on feel of the effects of natural disasters on a vulnerable community, participants at the workshop traveled to Halfway Tree to see how heavy flooding affects the area. A participant from St. Kitts, Darren Vera, outlined what happens during heavy rains.
The water comes here, settles here, builds up, and then it goes across the road. Then there's a recreation ground. It goes over the recreation grounds and flood the project below that area down there.
NEMA District Coordinator Telka Wallace spoke about some of the factors that have led to the heavy flooding.
The SSMC used to dig sluices to break the flooded water, but since the SSMC has closed, we haven't had that being done throughout the island, and so that in itself adds to the problem here in Halfway Tree.
For the past few weeks, Halfway Tree residents have been working with NEMA and regional consultants on a pilot project to put together a toolkit to train ordinary persons to prepare for and respond to natural disasters. Keith Ford, one of the consultants, gave an update on the status of the toolkit.
It has been put together in a draft format and sent to the OECS, and we're again going to use some inputs from this workshop to do the fine-tuning, after which it should be made available by the OECS for other communities that would like to replicate the process.
Project coordinator Cornelius Isaac said the next step is to source funds to distribute the toolkit across the OECS.
Currently, there are several efforts being made to access funds from different donor sources in order to replicate what we have done in these islands. We've seen the results, we like the results, and I think we are ready to replicate.
The pilot project was also held in Sandy Ground, Anguilla. Susan Hodge is the program officer for a community outreach program there. She explained what Sandy Ground goes through during natural disasters.
There's a pond on one side and the sea on the other, and Sandy Ground is basically a strip of land in between those. And during Hurricane Lewis and during Hurricane Lenny, the pond and the sea met, so all the houses that are on there were basically flooded.
The site visit is part of an overall project to make disaster management an integral part of the development and planning processes of OECS countries. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.